Yeah. You already know the vibes, man. It's DJ Chase, Worldwide Sounds Records, Smack 'em Radio, Connecticut's own, the Rush Hour Party Mix. What else we got? We got the pregame party mix on Spotify podcast, Apple Music podcast, and SoundCloud. You dig? But tonight, today, we got K Nycole in the building, Chattanooga, Tennessee. What up?
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on with you?
Not much. Not much you can do.
Yeah. I feel you. All right, man. So tell the people who K Nycole is, and just let the people know who you are. You gotta get that confidence in, because I seen the Big Chick video, and I know you got the confidence in you.
So, I go by K Nycole. I'm a artist from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Songwriter, singer, that happens to rap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the passion is really with the R&B and the soulful music. I'm just kind of a jack of all trades. Born and raised Chattanooga, 423. We're in Tennessee. We're a couple hours away from Atlanta, because a lot of people don't know where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just kicking the music off for the first time. I released Big Chick summer of last year, actually, and so it's gonna be on my EP that I dropped this year.
Copy. So now Tennessee, right? I'm a super duper 3-6 Mafia fan, so I know that's Memphis, but are you in Tennessee? Tennessee has deep roots. You know what I'm saying? Stack Records, Isaac Hayes, all the greats. So all the deep bass, the bass guys, the rod music. So does any of that Memphis sound kind of influence you?
I'm gonna say yes and no, because I listen to a pretty wide range variety of music, kind of from all over. It's more of, just what I was able to relate to. So I'm going to say yes and no. Do I just, have them in the playlist or anything like that? No.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, what I'm saying, just from hearing, relatable music and retaining, certain stuff, you can kind of just stick with it.
Yeah, I feel you. And with that being said, how's the music scene in Chattanooga as opposed to the big, I think Nashville is the big music city, and they have all the music publishers and stuff like that is in Nashville. But how does Chattanooga? How's the music scene out there?
And the music scene is mad crazy in Chat. A lot of people don't know. Usher Raymond is from Chattanooga.
Oh, okay.
We, the middle school that he went to is literally he has his own parkway here.
Wow.
They named the whole street, Usher Raymond Parkway.
Wow.
Also, Isaiah Rashad signed with Kendrick Lamar. He's also from Chattanooga.
Oh, okay.
We just had another artist recently. He goes by the name of Slat. He just signed, if I'm not mistaken, with Capital or maybe Interscope. I don't know, but he's another local artist. So I mean, we on the rise, most definitely. Some people may know of Caramel Kitty. She was on that Ying Woke on BET.
Okay.
She's also another Cat native. I mean, we have it here. It's just we kind of small, so we don't really get that spotlight. Like a big city like Atlanta and all the other places. But I mean, we definitely have a crazy native, vibe.
I feel you.
You got it.
Yeah. Now that's dope. So what made you out of just I know I'm very sure you didn't just wake up one day and say that you wanted to do music. So what inspired you to start doing music and rapping and singing and want to pursue that?
So I actually started as a kid. I started with poetry. I used to write poems a lot, and it kind of got to where I don't know. I was in school and I was always kind of like a quiet one, just kind of observing stuff, and I would see stuff happening. So I kind of just started writing little poems, little skits.
Yeah.
And little stuff about, stuff that I've seen, and then I, started adding melody to it,
Yeah.
my grandma called me singing one day. It was like, oh, you sound good. Might be able to do something one day. So, just the writing just was just a way for me to express without spazzing as I was younger, because stuff happens in life. But as far as rapping, I really didn't start rapping until I was 17. Like until I actually got out into the world. That's when I
started kicking it.
And I had to rap something.
I got you. So now with that being said, right now you seem so lax and so calm right now, but the Big Chick video, right, and the song itself. Now, what was the inspiration behind that? What was the
That's so crazy. Okay, so the quickest way to sum that up was I was dating a guy, and his ex found out who he was dating, and she was highly upset that I was a big dick. And so, I don't know what it is, but her whole argument was, but I got a body, how you gonna choose her over me? And I was like, really? That's what we basing this off of? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and, pop some stuff right quick, just because, I ain't gonna flip. I need to drop the music for a minute out of just, lack of confidence and, lack of drive and life,
definitely.
I just really felt like, that was definitely a really good reason to jump back.
Yeah.
So, as soon as I made that decision, Lizzo popped up, and I'm like, yo, she opened the door for me.
I was getting ready to ask you. I was like, I wanted to say, do people kind of compare you to the style and I guess aesthetic of Lizzo?
Absolutely. It's just an automatic thing. You know how, I mean, it's just automatic. My grandmother used to call me one day, was like, the girl on, Good Morning America look like you. I was like, why? Because she's brown and she's chubby. Come on. No, we don't. We look nothing nothing. She's talented, you know what I'm saying? But we two totally different vibes. I feel like.
Yeah, your music is way different. Yeah, your music is way different.
Yeah. But, she pop. I'm a little more, a little more.
Your music is way different. Yeah. But, what's crazy? She been out for a long time. She just didn't blow till 2 years ago. But she was already she didn't appeal to us because she was already kind of, I hate to say this, white famous long before she was famous with us. That's what I was reading about. Yeah, but let me ask you a question. What I know you're pursuing it, and I know you're reaching out. You networking and stuff like that. And I'm very sure you've networked in Atlanta and Tennessee and everything. So, with that being said, you have any goals to be signed, or you want to stay independent, or just have both, or publishing deal or something like that?
So, right now, my actual goal is, I really just would like to get 1 million people to hear my music. 1 million.
That's a good goal.
Yeah. I mean,
what's your plans on doing that though? You gotta have the strategy not even plan, but a strategy to do that.
Most definitely. I definitely have, some strategies as far as I feel like I just got to get it to the right person. You know what I'm saying? Just be with the right people to get it to the right people to get it to the right people.
Yeah.
I'm not against a record deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little scary when you start talking about them because there's so much that can happen. But I feel like if you're smart about it and, you got your eyes open going into anything, you know what I'm saying? You got to look for the positive to come through and come out with the positive. So, I mean, I'm open. I'm open. I just want to be successful.
I feel you on that one. And as a female artist, do you feel like, the sex talk sometimes is kind of needed, or do you feel like you should do a little bit of both, more regular rap, street rap? Because you have a unique style, because the 2 records you sent me, they're totally different from each other. And yeah, so they take 2 totally different records from each other. So do you feel because people, I personally, me as a DJ, I like the beat of the record. So Big Chick is definitely, I like the beat of it. So I'm gonna play it crazy and go crazy on it. But the other record is more slow. So do you feel like as a female artist you should tone down your sexual talk, or do you feel like you should just have a balance of it?
I definitely feel you should have a balance of it. I mean, I, it's so hard to, you know what I'm saying, to just come into it. I mean, you definitely can, but it does definitely, I mean, for me, it's more of just the confidence and the persona, you know, having it when I need to have it, you know what I'm saying? Having that drive and that aggression when I, you know, when I need to have it. So
Yeah.
you don't need it to make it, but it definitely does, you know, it definitely does get people interested.
Yeah.
Whether they're interested to, you know, critique or banish, or they're interested because, you know, it's appealing to them. It definitely gets you going into conversation.
Nah, that's dope, and definitely because like it's two record. The other record is called Careless. I just was focusing on, you know, the way it was. The other record is Careless, so there's Big Chicken Careless for those who are tuned in right now on the Rush Hour Party Mix and the pregame Party Mix. And then Miss K Nycole, what that's your name? That's your real name, or that's just your stage name?
No, that's just the artist name. The K stands for my first name. My first name is actually Kiana.
Okay, dope. All right, and then as a female artist, right, what is like one of your biggest hurdles thus far? Like since you've been doing music, because you say you've been like rapping since 17, and I know you a 90s baby, so I know you've been putting in that work, and I know that you definitely have been out there. Because to network with me, you definitely reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? So as a female entertainer, not even just an artist, as a female entertainer, what is like some of the hurdles, or one of the biggest hurdles that you faced so far?
I don't know. I would probably have to say the biggest hurdle is, you know, having people taking you serious for your craft. And as far as for like the scene where I am, like in my city, like it's not that many females that's doing music.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we definitely have to, you know, have our game stepped up when it comes to even just networking or reaching out to some of the more, you know, heavy hitters, some of the more, you know, hardcore, or, you know, people who already have a name for themselves, regardless of what genre of music you're doing. You kind of, you know what I'm saying? I mean, as a female, period, you kind of just have to always be on your, you know, P's and Q's.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Nah, I agree. So, you have any? I know you got your EP coming out, right? When is that done? How are we looking on that? How the producers treating you? They drop you some heat? What were we looking on the EP?
No, I can honestly say that I don't have a record that's going to be on this EP that I don't think people will like. Like this, everything. Like, I'm far from cocky. I'm probably one of the most humble, down to earth people that you'll ever meet, for real. But like every single song, you know, I wrote is from an experience, whether it was something that, you know, happened to me personally, or something that I was close to, you know, watching happening, to where I was able to feel what they were feeling and be able to put it in words. I have grown men, like no cap, grown men, like tell me my music like has motivated them, you know, does something for them. Yeah, so like I really just feel really good about every single track that I have coming on this EP.
There we go. How many tracks is on it, you know?
As of right now, we have 9, and I think I'm going to keep it at 9, because I think after that, you have to roll over to like an album or something. You know, it has like all the technicalities or whatever. But
yeah,
I have 9.
9. And now, what's the title of it? You got to tell people what the name of it is, so they look out for it.
So the title of this EP is whatever.
It's whatever.
It's whatever. It's literally titled It's Whatever, because.
Word.
I don't know what life had I don't know what the universe and what life had planned for me, but it got to the point where I had to laugh. I was like, you know what? At this point, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm rolling with it. Whatever it's throwing, I'm rolling.
Yeah, you got any features on it?
I do actually. I have quite a few local artists featured.
Okay. Well, just give me like a few. So you got more local artists and stuff like that, giving them opportunities, because I feel like, you know, like just me watching a Big Chick video, I produce too, so I've been around so many artists, and you know, they don't really have that I guess not it factor. Yeah, probably it factor. Keep it simple, you know. But you have that camera presence that people want to like focus on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a plus. Yeah. I definitely was looking at it and studying and seeing like, oh, this is definitely a vibe right now. But give people your social media. How can they find you? All the good stuff so they can get familiar with K Nycole.
So, any music that I drop is streaming on all platforms. K Nycole Music on Facebook. On Instagram, it's NYKY World, Nikki World. And the same thing for Snapchat, NYKY World. Facebook is the only thing that has the K Nycole Music.
Yeah, man, y'all hear that? K Nycole. Get familiar. Like I said, man, I'm DJ Chase, Worldwide Sounds Records. The Rush Hour Party Mix on Connecticut's own Smack'em Radio. The pregame party mix on Spotify Podcast, Apple Podcasts, and SoundCloud, and Mixcloud. So get used to it. Get familiar with K Nycole. Tennessee in the building. Yeah.